Welcome back, guys, to another episode of Planet Zoo. We're going to carry on from building or expanding our monkey world. In the last one, we did proboscis monkeys, and you can see the habitat just over here. I think it looks amazing, and our monkeys are having the time of their life for sure. So we had a lot of fun with that episode, building the proboscis monkey habitat, and please do check it out. In today's episode, we're gonna carry on expanding our monkey world, and we have a suggestion from our long-standing subscriber, GCY. Thank you so much for all the love and support and watching the videos religiously. And GCY actually suggested that we do orangutans next. So I thought, you know what, we're actually going to do it. So I've already picked out an area where we can build our orangutan habitat. I think it's going to be around here somewhere. And let's go ahead with building our orangutan habitat. Before I do that, though, I'll quickly show you this area. So I've carried on expanding this and added some features to make it look like um, well, I guess a section for monkeys, really. So we've added a few sculptures here, a few rocks and trees, and a path leading this way with some shops, an education area for the kids, and these are all the staff facilities. And over on this side is where our orangutan habitat is going to be. So without wasting any more time, we're going to go ahead and start work on our orangutan habitat. I'm going to pause the game here. Once again, we don't want any snow or rain, as usual. I just want to be able to build in peace and not get distracted by all the snow that ends up causing us issues. I think this area over here should be maybe a cliff, and we can make another indoor enclosure for our orangutan. So in the similar fashion to our proboscis monkeys, we're going to have an indoor area and an outdoor area for our orangutans to hang around in. So let's carry on building this. I want to make it a bit more higher. Yeah, that's better. I don't mind if it connects with the lake, that's not a problem. So let's carry on making this as high as we can. Reduce the size a little bit more. There we go. I'm going to add water now and see how this looks. So if I just go up to here. Yeah, perfect. Okay. This is a bit too spread out, so I'm just going to reduce that land area. If I just go to flatten foundation, increase the size, and make this come in a little bit more. There we go. I think that's good enough. Try and add water again. Perfect. I think this should work. And let's carry on making this slightly more higher. And then flatten it. What I'm thinking of doing is maybe a circular building, if that's easy to do. Because I think that might look nice. So if I go on to our construction bits, buildings, see if we've got anything circular. Because that would give it a really nice feel to it. Maybe this, I think. If I just... I don't know how I'm going to make this. Actually, what we can do is something like this. So it might not be completely circular, it'll be sort of like an oval shape. Bring it up slightly. Is this aligned? Right, this should work. Let's see. There we go, perfect. I'll leave the middle bit open and see how this looks. So we'll just have this maybe, or actually delete these, make it a bigger opening. I mean, orangutans are quite large animals, aren't they? So they need plenty of space. Right, this should work. And, copy this piece as well. Sort this corner out. Wonderful. Why does this look different though? I don't know why the texture looks different to the other piece. I've literally just copied that one. But it doesn't matter. Okay, what I can do actually is have windows on here. Or just like, I guess open window frames, so no glass, just an opening for them. You'll see what I mean. Similar to what we did in the proboscis monkey habitat. So something like this. Yeah, so I'm going to have to delete this wall here for that. Yeah, that's better. Not sure if I should stick to one though, or two. Maybe two on either side. Yeah. And we can have that area closed off. That's not a problem, to be honest. I am going to use null barriers for this. So if I just go on our barriers, null barriers, and have something like this going all the way around. What I want to do is maybe use like natural features like rocks and stuff for the fencing. Okay, let's bring it all the way around. I think this should be enough room for our orangutans. I might want to actually sort this terrain out a little bit, because that's going to annoy me. Let's get rid of this path first. Okay. And then flatten to foundation. Can I remove this water bit? Okay. There we go. I think this should fix it. So we've got water all the way around. We've got an island in the middle, and this bit here, sort of like a cliff for our orangutans to hang around. And I might actually do windows on this other side as well. So let's just copy this. There we go. This should do it. And then what I want to do is I want a giant tree, really. Like the biggest tree there is. Let's see if we've got a giant tree somewhere. I want that coming. I want that tree in the middle, basically. What should we go for? This looks good. That's huge. Okay, maybe not that big. Something a bit more reasonable. Otherwise the tree will just end up taking all the room. I want slightly thicker than that. Cedar wood. That's too small. I think I know what I want, really. I want something like this. I've got something like this here. If I copy this, let's see how this looks. Yeah, I think this looks a lot better. So if I have this in the middle here, and what I want is maybe build a platform, like a circular platform around. Let's see if I can copy this piece and just have like a something like this all the way around. Nope. Try again. Okay, it's not exactly centered. But what I can do is move the tree ever so slightly. If I can. I can, yeah. Okay, so move the tree in the middle. Nice. Alright, that's exactly what I was hoping for. I'm going to move this a little bit more actually because it's not quite centered. There we go, this might do the trick. Yep. Perfect. So there we have it. We've got a nice and simple habitat, I think, anyway. So well, let's remove this water. This is going to be annoying. I think the problem is the terrain is kind of like quite low. Can I do this? Yeah. Hopefully now our water should just stick to the bits that we want it in. So there we go. Nice. I think next I want... What do I want? I want a ramp going down this way. Let's have a look at what we have in the habitat bit. Maybe in enrichment. Something like this. Or I might do it at the back there, so... maybe it's too big. Maybe let me try a smaller one. What's this? A gyro. Nice, I haven't seen that before. Okay, maybe a smaller one. This might work. If I put one here, let's see. And then what I can do is rotate it slightly. Can I do that? Ooh, it doesn't quite snap to it, which is a shame. So I might need to actually have it here. Try taking snapping off. Okay, that's better. Right. So if I do this, and then, oh, what have I done here? Okay, try again. Okay, let's just place it down for now, and then use this tool. Bring it closer. Okay, so it's not big enough. That's okay. I can have two essentially. So just copy this bit. Let's see if this works now. Bring this down. We'll rotate it slightly. I might just push it down a little bit more. What I'll do with this piece though is, you can see it's sticking out ever so slightly. I might just move it down. And rotate if I can. Don't know if I'll be able to get it perfect, but what I want is for it to look like one piece. I think that seemed to have worked. I'm happy with that. Right, I think one ramp should do it. I don't want it to be too crazy. Yeah. And what we can do now as well is have another structure linking this cliff to the island. And this looks good. Not big enough though, I don't think. What about this one? Yeah, these are quite small. Okay, that's good. If I just lift it up a little bit. What I can do actually is have some rocks. So if I do like this maybe. Yeah, I think it will work. Yeah. And what I can do now is use some rocks to... Where am I going? There we go. Yeah, so I want rocks to just hide that gap here. I'm going to go for similar looking Taiga rocks maybe. Or these temperate rocks. Okay. Let's go for Taiga if I can. Tundra? Tundra looks good. Okay. So... something like this. So it doesn't look like it's floating in the air. There we go. I think we're onto something. gonna just leave that as it is and just have kind of like a step going down like this. I think that looks good. So we've got a platform connecting the cliff. I might want to cover this area actually. Nice. Simple but effective. That's what we want. Right, so we've got most of it done, I think. What I need to focus on now is just do a natural barrier going all the way around, and then we can look into adding some plants and coverage. A few more rocks maybe. I think orangutans generally like a lot of plants and a lot of coverage. Let's have a look into Zoopedia and see what these guys want. Born in orangutan, and so they need, yeah, fair amount of land, fair amount of climbing requirement. Water they don't actually need, but we're gonna give them water, why not? So we can have 1 to 6, so up to 1 male and up to 5 females. That's good. I think that's we'll probably end up having 2 orangutans anyway, and then they can make babies, why not? I think 2 should be fine. They do okay, so yeah, they don't mature until 13 years, so we've got some time until they start making babies. That's fine. Yep, so lots of trees and lots of plant coverage, and I think I'm going to use similar styles of trees like these fig trees to provide some coverage. So I'm going to go ahead and actually work on the barrier first, and then we'll look into providing some trees and plant coverage. And we're back, guys. So I've done a mesh fence going around the habitat, which I think is I was getting bored of the brickwork, so I thought, why not go for something like mesh, because it gives a lot more visibility to our guests, and they'll be able to look at the orangutans more clearly now. And simple but effective, I reckon, and it's high enough for our orangutans to not escape, I guess. What we'll do now is spruce the habitat up a little bit. So I've added this platform up just for our orangutans to have a bit of platforms and, I guess, vertical bits for them to hang around on. And I want to add more stuff like this to this now. So let's have a look at what we have. I was looking in this African theme, and there's a lot of props that we can potentially use. I'm really liking this ring thing. I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but let's have a look. Let's have a play around and see what we can do. Some rings maybe around the habitat for our orangutans to climb onto. Not sure if they'll be able to use it, but let's go ahead and add these anyway. I want to have like a whole feature of these somewhere. Maybe I can add them somewhere around here, or actually let's try this. Let's put them here on the ground. I'm going to rotate this slightly. There we go. Copy another one. I want to rotate this slightly. Wait, let's just put it down here. Something like this. And then can I rotate it now? There we go. I'm going to delete this one actually. Didn't realize that it was just sitting there. So we've got a couple of those, maybe some more rings. This one looks cool. Not sure if they'll use it, but it definitely looks nice in the habitat. And bring it round this way. Here we go. And then we can add some rocks as well. I want something similar to what we've done up there. Can I just copy those actually? It's just easy this way, isn't it? A few rocks. Just to make the habitat look a little bit more interesting. Maybe one under the ring. There we go. What else can we add? So these rings look cool. Not sure if they'll be able to go through them or hang around on top of, I don't know. But adds to the aesthetic, so we're gonna keep them. I wanted to put down some logs as well. Not sure if there's one in here. I definitely saw one because I put one on the path somewhere. It's not going to be in fences, is it? Let's look at general props. Yeah, there we go. So something like this. Maybe I can have one sort of like just by the water here. We can do a floating log as well. Yeah, and then we can add more plants to our island to just provide a bit more coverage. Let's see what the orangutans need. I wonder if we can... yeah, so they're from Borneo, Malaysia and Indonesia, so we want something from those regions. I think I may be able to... I think we won't know until we actually introduce our orangutans, because then it's easy. You can just click on show appropriate plants and they give you all the relevant plants that we can put into the enclosure. Okay, let's go ahead and put some large bedding down here, because this will act as their kind of indoor bit where they can hide away and go to sleep. I'll add heaters as well so I don't forget them. One in here should do, I think, and maybe one out here. Here we go. Okay, so we need large bedding. Yep. This should do the trick. I can maybe add more toys as well on the platform. I think this should be enough. Maybe a little bit more. Why not? I think these are floating. Okay. Just be careful that they don't float in the air. What I could do as well, I could actually have webcams inside this enclosure for people to see what's going on inside. Right, that's probably enough bedding for now. What else can we add? I definitely want to add toys and stuff. So we've got a couple of platforms. What's this? Gyro. No idea what this is. Should we just add it anyway? Let's add it anyway and see. It might actually be for hippos. Who knows? Actually, I'll wait. I'll wait once our orangutans are in, then I can actually get a better idea as to what they need. What is this though? Large animals. Ooh, okay. Right. Lots of platforms. They'll definitely need a tire. Come on, who doesn't like a tire? Let's put that in. Maybe bring it down a little bit more. There we go. Right, let's see if we have our orangutans in the animal market yet. Okay, so we've got one male. Too expensive. Okay, I don't have any... Okay, I don't have any points. I don't have enough, I guess. So this one's too expensive. Maybe we can wait a little bit until cheaper orangutans arrive. I didn't realize how expensive they are. I can definitely buy them with money, but I don't have enough ethical points or whatever these are. When you release an animal into the wild, you get preservation points or something, and I clearly don't have enough, which is fine. Let's carry on adding to this area first, and then I'm hoping more cheaper orangutans will become available. So I'm gonna add a couple of donation boxes. We've got to make that money. I think 2 should be enough. And add some trees. Let's see if I can filter it to the right continent. So if I do Asia, it should give me... actually, we need Oceania, don't we? Because they tend to be from Indonesia. Or does that still count as Asia? Yeah, Oceania is, I think, Australian. So let's select Asia. See what we have. Definitely adding these because they look nice in the water, especially if we've got a little lake going. So add a couple of these, I think. There we go. What else is there? Dead tree. Why not? Let's add it here. Just by the water there. Can we also add, what are these? Campion moss, okay. Common grapevine. Are there any trees that we can add? What's this? Rainbow eucalyptus. I kind of want that. I think I might just copy that. It's a strangler fig. Okay, so we're looking out for a strangler fig. Strangler fig tree is what we need. I love the trunk. I think it goes well with the theme that we're going for. Kapok tree, another favorite, but they are... I've added a lot of them in the safari area. Just looking for a fig tree. There we go, strangler fig. So we've got this one, slightly smaller. Let's add it in the corner there. And then can we add a couple of big ones? This one looks cool. Yeah. That's nice. Where can I put this down? Let's see. Over here maybe? On this little bit of a hill. tangled liana. I don't know what that is. Okay, so what else can we do? Can we add some twin flower? Oh, these go in the water, don't they? We can just add them in the water. They look nice. And then some reeds as well, I reckon. Siberian pea shrub flowered. Okay, there's loads. Oh, interesting. The problem with selecting Asia as a theme is it's such a massive continent. You know, you're going to get stuff like Siberian stuff and all sorts. So I want to hopefully be able to narrow it down to Indonesian stuff or Malaysian stuff, but I don't think the game has that option. I did see some reeds somewhere. Goldenrod. Okay, can we add these? I mean, I'm adding all of this, and then we'll find that they're not appropriate plant types for our orangutans, which would be a shame. Definitely add these, though. Just a couple of these here. I am going to build another platform for them to hang around on in the island, because I don't think that's enough. So let's just go back to habitat and see what we've got. So many different things. We could potentially do this. Is this big enough though? For smaller animals. Climate fit for small animals, small, small again. Lots of stuff for small animals. I could potentially add it. Again, I think orangutans are going to be big, but you never know. Let's add this one because this is definitely interesting. If I just turn it around this way and attach it to, or connect it to the rocks, maybe. Not sure. Maybe we can just do one here. There we go. I might actually move this one and put it there. Have a couple of these, I reckon. It would be cool if our orangutans actually sit on top and just chill out. I might add some rocks as well, just to make it look nicer. Where are they? Just copy them. Yeah, something like this. Almost looks like a cliff edge. I'm hoping they don't... Actually, I'm going to move this rock from that side, because if they end up climbing on top and then jumping the fence, that would be a disaster. Let's just have rock faces here instead. Right, nice. We've got platforms up there. Hopefully they can actually chill out on top of these because that would be so cool. Maybe I'll just stick with 2 actually. I think 3 is a bit of an overkill. Nice. Okay, so they've got plenty of. They've got platform up there. They've got platforms down here as well. Some rings. And once we have our orangutans, we can actually look into giving them appropriate toys. Let's see if we've got any. Yay! All right, they are expensive though, aren't they? I mean, this one's 443. And that one, male, slightly more. Okay, I don't think I'd be able to afford to, which is a shame. The cheapest I can get is 443. Right, okay. Let's go ahead with getting a male anyway. I think 550 for a male. Let's go ahead with buying him, and then hopefully later down the line we can add another one. We've only got 70 points left, so yeah. I don't think we can afford another one, but let's go ahead and introduce him to the habitat. Exciting times. Our orangutans are finally moving in, or one orangutan is finally moving into our new habitat. Can I claim any rewards? No, nothing. Oh, I can claim you. Okay, nothing else. Perfect. Let's see how our orangutan does. I don't want him to be on his own, to be honest, so I'm gonna work on getting some more ethical or preservation points, whatever they're called, and hopefully we should be able to afford another one. But so far so good. Let's go ahead as well and add a screen if I can. Let's go into education. I'm going to add one of these first. Ooh, our orangutan's moving in, guys. And let's change this to deforestation, I think. There we go. Deforestation. Perfect. Whoa, look at that. Look at this guy. He's too quick for me. He's way too fast. Okay, let's check him out. Straight onto the platform. Okay, welfare, right. Yeah, it's because he's on his own. Yeah, poor orangutan. He's got enough space though, so why do we not have enough space? Do I need more vertical bits for them to climb onto? Maybe. Can he not go up though? Maybe he's not yeah, maybe he's not able to climb the rocks. Let's just see. Because there's plenty of space up there as well. I might add another one of these actually. Just so they have enough space. I don't think he's able to climb on top. So if I just build a ramp here. Something like this. Should be able to climb up then. Let's move this down. And bring it forward a little bit. There we go. Can I just copy the same one? It's gone dark as well, so I want to make sure that we sort everything out for this little guy. Okay, so ramp here. And bring this down slightly. Might need to push that forward. Okay. I'm hoping now, actually move this, it's a lot steeper, isn't it? So I'm going to move this down a bit more. It might end up. I think that's good enough. I just want to make sure that they can actually climb it. Okay. Gonna bring this out like so, and then rotate it. It's always tricky doing this. How about now? Oops. Ill animal. I'm sure the doctors will sort it. Yeah, I don't think this is good enough for these guys yet. The ramp. No, I think that's going to be far more trickier. So what I can do, I can actually build a platform. Can I just copy one of these? I'll do something like this. And then bring this out. Come on, he's not climbing yet, so I'm a bit worried that he won't be able to climb up. Something like this. I can always hide it slightly, but let's just make it work so at least he can climb up. Well, I really want him to try. Whilst we're here though, let's add a few enrichments and wait for the orangutan to see if he's able to climb or not. Forage box, yay, let's do a forage box. Is it too big though? That's the only problem. No, I think it should be fine here. Let's do it right by the fence, so guests can enjoy looking at them as well. Yeah, I think here is fine. And then what else do we need? Got loads of climbing structures. Tire is there. I don't know if he can use it though. Should I move it up a little bit? Let's see. No, I think it looks fine. Yeah, perfect. Right, what else can we add? Where are you, Mr. Orangutan? It would be a shame if he's unable to go up. We'll have to do the whole thing again. What else can we add? So we've got suspended forager. Let's go ahead and do that. Somewhere there. And what else? Oh, a piano. Okay, a musical keyboard. Should we add this? Wonder if he's able to play or not. Let's add a musical keyboard. Okay, so he can definitely jump. Look, I've seen him jump onto those rocks, so... Mate, all you have to do is just climb up on top. Please. Enrichment's fine. Let's look at appropriate plants. They need more rocks, do they? Or... No. Okay, I'm going to add more coverage. Add a few of these. Is the terrain okay though? That's the only question. No, so Everything's fine apart from the grass, so let's just add short grass whilst we're here. Turn this all into green. Nice, okay, this is a lot better. I think that's enough. Okay, he's going for the keyboard, guys. Are you gonna play it? He's going for it. He's going for it. Come on. Press a key. Oh man. Love it. So he's actually... Well, he can play a little bit. That's good to see. Can't get enough of it. Look, he's going back to it again. Wow, okay, so the keyboard is a hit. Let's carry on building or adding more plants to his habitat. It says we don't have a hard shelter. I might end up just covering that roof if it's causing too many issues. More plants, okay, so I want to add some big ones. Or some bushes maybe. Banana plant. Ooh, let's do this. Where's the banana palm? Okay. Add a couple of these here. I will add a big tree as well, I think. Something like this, like a coconut tree. Couple here. And then he needs more plants. Okay. Should we add some eucalyptus trees? I think just on the corner there. I might add a few more banana trees here as well. I wonder if the guests will be able to see them in all of this coverage. Who knows? Okay, so he's on the foraging bit. I really want to be able to introduce another mate for him. Yeah, I think I'm fine for coverage for now. I don't want to go too crazy. Just want him to be able to have enough so they're happy, and I want the guests to be able to see them as well. Ah, he's all alone. I promise I will add another one. But let's go ahead and... I know, I haven't... what I didn't do actually was build a platform for them to be able to climb on top to the second floor. That's the only bit that I forgot to do, so I need another ramp, essentially. It's a shame because they can't actually climb trees. It would be cool if they were able to, and then I wouldn't have to mess around doing this. Actually, no, I need another one. Let's go ahead and put this down. I think if I do this and bring it up a little bit, we should be able to use this to connect them. And if I just copy one of these, and I snap it on, yes we can. Okay. might just want to rotate this one actually. I think this should do the trick. Move it up a little bit. Bring it out a little bit. Move it down a little bit. There we go. Should do the trick now. I still haven't seen him go up, which is just a shame, really. I should be able to actually see a traversable area for these guys, so let's have a look. I don't quite know where they are, where that option is, but is he going up there? No, I can't quite remember how to check traversable area for them. This guy should be able to climb up though. I don't understand why he's not doing that. No idea. Okay, we're gonna have to fix that at some point. But I'm happy with this. Quite simple, and another cool addition to our monkey world. Whilst we're at it, actually, let me quickly add a screen, because we were midway doing that and then I got distracted. Happens a lot to me. Happens a lot to me. So rotate this actually. There we go. Perfect. And change that to Bornean orangutans. Nice. Yeah. So we will fix this issue. I am gonna make sure that they are able to climb on top of here, because at the moment I don't think our guy has figured it out yet. Or, well, he can play the keyboard but he can't climb up a ramp, which is interesting. And I'll definitely add another orangutan to the mix as well, but for now I think we're good. I'm happy with the habitat, nice and simple, and a very cool addition to our zoo. I will leave you guys with some cinematic shots of our lonesome orangutan over here. Hang on, wait, guys, it's happening. He's worked it out. He's actually figured it out. Amazing. Now that is what I was hoping for. Come on, surely if you can do that, you can climb this rock. Nope. Okay. Well, we're just going to have to monitor him and see if he can go all the way up, which is what we need him to do. Otherwise, I might have to rethink. But yeah. Oh, look at the giraffe. Looks so cool in the distance there. Yeah, we'll get to our safari area at some point as well. But for now, we're focusing on our monkeys. But yeah, I'm going to leave you guys here. Thank you so much for watching this episode and following. Honestly, appreciate it a lot. And thanks to GCY for recommending and giving us a cool suggestion to add orangutans to our zoo. I do appreciate it a lot. Thank you so much for your love and support. And like I said, I'm going to leave you with a cinematic shot of our lonesome orangutan, and hope to see you in the next video. Thank you so much, guys.